If you take a look around most Australian streets, it's clear that this is the new battleground for car makers, SUVs. And for Hyundai, it's the mid-sized Tucson that will be most familiar to Australian consumers. And in a bid to stay ahead of the pack, it's just been updated. This isn't a wholesale update, but the changes for 2020 certainly sharpen Hyundai's mid-size offering. New safety equipment including standard forward collision avoidance, bigger 18-inch wheels, heated and power folding mirrors, and some notable interior updates, correlating in this case with an $1,800 pricing increase. Now this particular variant is the Tucson Active X, which combines a 2-litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder with a 6-speed automatic transmission that sends drive via the front wheels. It's listed at $34,790 plus on-road cost, which places it in the thick of its competition. The cabin presentation is quite strong. In fact, for a lower spec model, this sets the yardstick quite high with soft touch materials, partial leather seats, a decent array of cubbies and storage, and crisp, legible instrumentation. You also get a choice of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's a decent assortment of charging points. The rear seat isn't quite as accommodating, with only one USB point and no rear air vents. Knee room is middle of the road for this segment, and a high-set window line does limit the outward view for little ones. Further back, there's a 488-litre boot hiding a full-size spare wheel. On the road, I found the Tucson quite inoffensive as well. Like all new Hyundais, it's been through an extensive ride and handling tuning program right here in Australia, and it shows in the final product. The steering has decent weighting, feeling and feedback, and the ride is quite good even on 18-inch wheels. You're kind of reflecting imperfections from the surface, but the ride is never crashy or jittery, which is good. The engine as well does quite a decent job in daily conveyance, but being a naturally aspirated unit and being smaller in capacity means that under harder accelerations it can feel languid and requires quite a lot of revs to really muster enthusiasm. The spec sheet says as much, with peak power reached from a lofty 6,200 RPM. However, the claimed fuel consumption average of 7.9 litres per 100 Ks isn't outside the realms of possibility on the road. That's not a bad outcome, even if the engine feels off the pace of more refined turbocharged rivals. Strong after-sales credentials and competitive servicing bolster what is already a strong package, and with the added safety and equipment for 2020, you'd expect the Tucson to stay at the pointy end of the mid-size pack for some time yet.